Hey everybody, and welcome to this session on LeadPage options. So in this, we're just going to talk about some of the additional options that are available within the pages, the Lead Pages uh, section. And then we're going to kind of change gears and we'll start looking at, in the next module, we'll look at going into lead boxes. So let's get started. So this topic, or this module I should say, is really about SEO tags. So being able to tag a sales or opt-in page or a landing page, whatever it might be, using the same keywords that maybe you use on your own website or for your clients. You need to know what keywords they want to approach. And SEO is really kind of an art and a science. It's not something that you just kind of yank some keywords out of the wind and slap them in there. You really want them to be related to what either you do or what your clients do. And that would be something that they would need to provide for you, or if that's your expertise, you could help them certainly identify the SEO tags that they want to use. Tracking codes. Tracking codes are ways to track analytics through a third-party tool such as Google Analytics, for instance. So you could track that on a specific page. You can do exit pop-ups, which mean when somebody leaves the page, it'll display a pop-up box and you can redirect them to a different page. Facebook settings is something that is available with the drag and drop templates, which allows you to kind of choose what image you want to display when you post it, let's say in Facebook. Conversion goals, and then publishing options. So conversion goals allows you to take two related pages and track them as one goal, if you will. And we'll talk more about this when we get into reporting. And then publishing options. So you can publish it as a standalone lead page. You can actually put it in a WordPress website. You can actually put it on Facebook. So all of these different options that you have. So as I mentioned, SEO tags, real important for you to understand what keywords or phrases that need to be used on a specific page for either your business, or if it's your client's business, you'll need to get that information from them. So I'm actually just going to bounce over and we're just going to walk through these together. So over to lead pages I go, and realize that just like the templates are different, the drag and drop versus the standard, the options are different as well. So we're going to start with just a standard template. So I'm going to open up this simple template here that we did earlier, and I'm going to kind of walk you through these options, and then I'll take you through the same options in the drag and drop interface, because remember, these are different. So the lead page options are up here in the upper left-hand corner. You can also get to them when you change the name of the page. It brings up the same box. But here's your SEO tags, your tracking, and your exit. So your SEO tags would go here. So if you hover over the little question marks for page title, description, and keywords, it gives you some additional information. But this is the name of the page that shows up in your search results. Okay, so you want to make sure that it's using the keywords that are specific for your business, your industry, your expertise. And then the description is what you want to see below the title. Right? And then I could put, something to the effect of, free virtual training. And I'm actually going to remove this because I don't want this to show up. I don't want this to show up in a Google search, but you would put that there. And then your keywords, obviously, your name would always be important, and they need to be separated by commas, right? What you do, and these are the keywords that need to be defined, and your clients can give you those. So there we go, done. Okay, that's it. Now I'm just gonna delete those so they don't show up. There we go. So back to lead page tracking codes. So tracking codes, you have a head tag and an end of body tag. And these are codes that allow something like a Google Analytics to actually track traffic and bounce rates and unique visitors and conversions and all of those kind of things. Now, LeadPages actually does do some pretty great reporting and analytics, but if you wanted to go deeper like a Google Analytics, you could certainly do that. So what you would basically do is copy and paste the tracking code. Now you could just simply copy it and paste it in either to the head tag or the end tag. And a lot of times it will tell you where to copy it. For instance, the old pixels in Facebook for Facebook ads, they would always be in the head tag part. So you would just simply copy and paste the code and stick it in here, and then you say done. Now it just gives you a little bit of a disclaimer here at the bottom. So just realize they don't support this. So if you have questions or something's not working, they don't support this because it's for third-party tracking. Okay, so just a copy and a paste in either one of those and hit done. And then your exit pop-up. What's an exit pop-up for? Again, if you want to redirect somebody when they leave a page, then you can redirect them. So you can say display a pop-up, yes or no, say yes. Your message. Okay, this is what they're going to see when they leave the page. And a lot of times you'll see this on opt-in or landing pages where they're like, okay, wait, before you leave, you can get an additional 50% off or something like that. And that's what you would type in here. So this is the message you want to pop up. And then if you're going to redirect them, where do you want them to go? Right? So now if I was to test this theory, okay, when I go to leave, and I don't, there you go. Do you want to leave this site? Changes you made. Okay, I didn't really put anything in there, but if I say leave, then it would automatically redirect me. But since I was doing a preview, it didn't work exactly the same way. But that's what it looks like. Okay, so SEO tags, tracking codes, and exit pop-up. Right? Conversion goals, we're going to talk more about these in just a minute when we do reporting, but a conversion goal allows you to connect related pages and track it as one goal. So let's say you have 2 or 3 pages for the same goal. They're for you to you have people opt into a list, and maybe they get redirected to different pages every time within 2 days or whatever it might be. And you want to relate them so you have one overall goal. This is what you do. You want to pull them together. So let me just remove that. And so basically you select another lead page. So I can go in here and say, okay, and so now what it will do is it will, people who visit this page will count as a conversion. So it's a conversion rate to show, okay, well, they went to this page. It also counts for my overall conversion goal. And conversions mean people clicking on a link or going to a specific page or taking a specific action. So that's what a conversion is, okay? And then obviously I'll save that. Okay, now we're going to do analytics and testing in a bit, but I just want to show you the publish options that are in here. Okay, you can just use this link anytime. You can just copy and paste this link at any time. You can also do redirects, which means you can redirect one page to another. So for instance, if a launch is finished, you can redirect them to a sales page. So I could just hit activate, and I can activate a redirect so it goes to a different location. So if they land on this page, it would automatically redirect them to the new page. This works all the time when you have a launch and then you have the sales page. So people who have the old link that go to the launch page would automatically be redirected to the sales page. So that's what that is, okay? So you have LeadPage. Then you have WordPress, and you can download the WordPress plugin right here, and you can actually upload it as a plugin over in WordPress, and you can use the pages over there, which we'll look at here in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and download that. It'll automatically download it for you. You've got Facebook. You can actually add this page as a tab on your Facebook page. So I can hit add to Facebook. Now it wants to have access. I'm not going to add it to mine right now because that's my Facebook, but you can certainly add it to yours. It's that simple. So there's no bells or whistles or anything that you have to do. You simply have to be logged into Facebook and add it. You could also do it to your own server. So you could publish this. This is not something that most people use because it does take some techie knowledge to be able to do this. And then a share page allows you to create a unique link that you can share with fellow marketers, it says. So you might want to read the terms of service on that one, okay? So different ways that you can do that. So let me pull up a WordPress site real quick so we can play with that and look at the plugin. Okay, I'm in a WordPress sandbox. And if you don't have a WordPress sandbox, certainly request one. You can send us an email at members@techiementor.com or click on the help button in the upper right-hand corner of your screen and open a help desk ticket, and we'll be happy to open one or create one for you. Each person gets their own. But just basically what I'd invite you to do is when you're going through lead pages, I'd actually like to take the moment to actually download the plugin and then actually put it in a WordPress website, which is what I'm going to show you how to do. Very simple. Under plugins, I click on add new. I hit upload, choose, and since I downloaded it automatically, what you want to do, I install it. And always activate, and it'll actually put it on the menu over here if you watch. Okay, now it says there's a newer version. So I'm like, okay, sometimes it does that. So let me just update that. Okay, now notice over here there's a menu, lead pages. Okay, and if you want to actually put a lead page on your WordPress site, this is all you have to do. You have to actually install the plugin, go under add new, and you choose what type of page you want it to be. A normal page, you want it to be a home page, a welcome page, a 404 page, which is an error page. A normal page would just make it be like another page on your menu. You basically would choose whatever page you want it to be. A lot of times if it's a sales page, it's the home page. And then if you click the drop down, there are all the different options that we have. And then you get to choose the URL for it where it's all say VAB, publish, and it connects the two, which is really snazzy, right? Now, obviously, if you want to edit a lead page, you can't do it from in here. You can only display it. So if I hit view, there you go. How's that for cool, huh? That's all you have to do, right? And it's just published. So basically, once you do the connection, and when you download that plugin, what it does is it creates the connection between your Lead Pages account and your WordPress account. So in this instance, my Lead Pages account, since it's the sandbox. And then you basically choose the type page type. It does. You can put it on the menu. You don't have to put it on the menu, whatever you want to do. So very, very simple. Okay, so real quick, we went through SEO tags. We went through tracking codes, right? The old Facebook tracking codes or the old Facebook pixels, that's what they were called. When you did ads, would go in tracking codes as well, but Google Analytics is one that's used quite often. Your exit pop-up, you can have people redirected to a site. You could just give them a message when they try to leave, give them a discount on something. And then conversion goals, we talked about how that really goes into tracking and reporting. Why you would do conversion goals, you would actually take related pages and make them one conversion goal instead of multiples. Publishing options, lead pages, you could just leave the lead pages link that is automatically created for you, and you could use that anywhere you want to. You can put it in your WordPress website. The benefit to putting it on your WordPress website is it has your URL in it, right? So it's going to be just like the techieminter.com/webinar. Even though it's actually a housed page or a stored page in lead pages, it has my URL in it. And so that's always a benefit. Facebook, you can actually connect it to Facebook. You want to be connected to Facebook and then log in to lead pages and connect the two. You can put it on your own server, which is something that most people don't do because it does take some techie knowledge. And then you can do what's called a share page, which is to share it with other marketers. But there is a terms of service for that one, so you'll want to read that one, okay? Now, the one thing that we haven't looked at is the different options that are in the drag and drop templates. We just looked at the standard templates. So let's bounce back over and look at the drag and drop templates. Obviously, save anything that you've done in here. The drag and drop ones take quite a bit more to actually open. Okay, so here we go. Over here on the left where you have your menu, you also have this little SEO and analytics. Okay, so here's your SEO, right? Same thing. Page title, page description, keywords. It's the same thing as the SEO tags that we saw in the standard template, but this is where you would put them here. Here's your Facebook. Now this Facebook is different. This allows you to actually create a title, a description, and choose the thumbnail image that you want to show up when you post it in Facebook. So if you want to choose the image instead of letting the system choose the image off the page, this is what you can do. And you can also put the description and the title here. So you have more control over that. Okay. One other thing real quick, you'll notice that when you have images, you can give the image a title and an alternate text. Alternate text can really help your keywords as well. It also shows up if the image doesn't show up automatically, it'll have a title or a piece of information there for them. Okay. Obviously you can save that. And then your analytics. Okay, this is your tracking code. So same thing that we had, it's just in a different location and called something different. So that's where you would have that as well. Okay, so over here you have just a few options here. You have under update, you have publish options. Okay, so these are the publish options of how you find them in the drag and drop editor. Here's the live version of the page. Okay. You can choose you don't want search engines to index the page. You can also redirect the URL, which I showed you before. Redirect means if they land on this page after the sale is over or after the launch is done, you can redirect them back to another page. Okay. And then your other publishing options, there's your WordPress site, there's your Facebook tab, and there's your other server. Okay. So the options are here. They're just in a different location as well. Redirect, as I said, oops, turn that off, works really well when you are finished with a launch and you want to move somebody to a different page. Okay. So your homework, I really like you to review the options for the SEO tags, look at the exit pop-up, look at the tracking codes, look at Facebook. If you want to connect to Facebook, that would be great. And then I'd like you to publish one of the pages that you create here in LeadPages. Go ahead and publish it into your WordPress sandbox. Actually go through the steps that I went through here so you can get familiar with how that works. And then I also challenge you to try the redirect feature, and that will really be helpful because you'll understand how that works as well. Okay? So any questions, feel free to click on the help button in the upper right hand corner. Send us an email, members@techiementor.com. Post in our private Facebook group, or feel free to comment below. Thanks for your time. See you later. Bye.